Good afternoon, welcome. Hi, my name is Jennifer. I am the owner and dyer behind Brazos Fiber Works, and this is my episode 20 today. So it is June 17th. It's a Monday. It's around 11 o'clock, I believe. I forgot to wear my watch today. So, but welcome back. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. So it has been about a month since I recorded last. We were getting ready to go on our cruise and life happens. I had every anticipation to start recording when we came back, and then we ended up going away for another short vacation, and I will share all of that at the end in life news. But yeah, so it's been about 4 weeks since my last episode, and so I am so glad to be back and have you guys with me today. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber and you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you know the next time that I upload my videos. So like I said, my name is Jennifer, and where can you find me on the socials? You can find me on Instagram at Brazos Fiber Works. You can find me on Facebook, even though I don't post very often. I do have a Brazos Fiber Works group. Sorry for the dogs. They are playing. They always like to start playing when I do start recording. You can find me on Ravelry as JNB Crafty, and we do have a Ravelry group. It's Brazos Fiber Works, and we have monthly knit-alongs, a yearly knit-along. If you would like to head over there and join us in any of those. If you would like to join one of those groups, we would be more than happy to have you. The more the merrier. We have some things coming up. So yeah, I do have a website with a shop. I do have hand-dyed yarn, project bags, a little bit of fiber, notions, all that good stuff. That is at brazosfiberworks.com. And if you would like to email me, my email is jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. So let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Like, it's been a month, like I said, and I would think that I would have tons and tons of finished objects, but I do not. So I had every anticipation of, you know, when we were on the cruise and we were like downtime knitting, and I took I think I took one project. I took a pair of socks that I thought, you know, would definitely be done, and I did not pull them out at all. I pulled them out when we drove down to Galveston, and I did working on them, and then I believe I worked on it on the way home from Galveston, but I honestly did not knit the whole time we were on the cruise. We were so busy. It was so much fun, and I don't want to get into too much of that now because I'm going to talk about that later. But yeah, so I have two finished objects. All right, sorry about that. I had to get the dogs some treats so they would stop making noise. All right, so my first finished object is my Whispers in the Wind socks. The pattern is by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady. And let me put them on, at least let me put one on here. So this is my monthly, this yarn is one of mine. It is by Brazos Fiber Works, and it is the May monthly subscription yarn, and it is called Mother's Day 2024. So I'm sure you can see the colors. I had so much fun dyeing this one. I love it. I don't know if you can see too much of the pattern, but this is the Whispers in the Wind pattern. But like I said, Kay the Crazy Sock Lady. And I had so much fun knitting this up. When I was knitting on it, like, I could remember the pattern repeat, and it would just fly off the needles. So I did do a medium size. This is the 64 stitch cast on. I did 20 rows of a 2x2 ribbing. I think that's the only part that I changed because I think it was a 1x1. But then I just followed the pattern. I did it to about 7.5, 8 women's size. And so here is sock number 2. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I completed the socks finally. So yes, I think these are the ones that I took on the cruise with us that I didn't even knit on. I was actually surprised that I never took my knitting out and knitted, but you know, we were enjoying family time and the cruise. So yeah, that is my first finished object. The second finished object, I'm gonna put a picture up here. They were some socks that I knit for my dad for Father's Day. I know I have showed it in previous videos. So I finally finished those, I think it was Wednesday night. It is, so the pattern that I used was the Vanilla Sock pattern by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady. And the yarn that I used was from Freckled Whimsies, Spells and Things from last year. Monthly subscription, and it was the Metamorphagus colorway. I did the large. I did the 72 stitch cast on. I just did the 2x2 ribbing. I did for 20 rows. I did 60 rows in the leg, and then I did about 9 inches in the foot before I went to the toe decrease. So yes, those turned out great. I thought I had this whole week to get those finished, and I realized my parents were going on vacation they were leaving Friday. So I had to hurry Wednesday night, finish those up, went and took them over to my dad, delivered them to my dad. I have not seen him try them on yet, or a picture, so hopefully those fit him. Hopefully he likes them. So I finished those and got them off to him, and yes, I had so much fun knitting those up. I did take my sweet time on those. I started those, gosh, I think back in March maybe. But yeah, finished those. So that's my only 2 finished objects that I got out in the last month, but I have been knitting on all these other things, so you will see in my WIPs why that is. All right, so that is it for my finished objects. So let's talk about WIPs. So I do have quite a few WIPs. I feel like not any more than like I normally do, but yes. So as you will see, I forgot to mention I am in a different spot than I normally do record on. I thought, let's just sit on the couch and have a comfy conversation episode. And like, as you can see, this is my Cozy Comfort throw that I finished finally. And it's all using my Chelsea Yarns minis that were from Valentine's and Christmas Advents from last year. So yeah, just wanted to make sure everybody saw. So yes, I thought if you're looking, you're like, oh, what is that? That is that blanket, yes. I love this blanket so much that I guess we can just start talking about the new one that I cast on. So I decided to cast on one. I think you probably heard me talk about it in previous episodes. I really wanted to start making one for my daughter, and so I cast on another Cozy Comfort throw, and that pattern is by Molly Klatt of a Homespun house, and it is using 2 finger weight yarns held double. So I had my Sweetheart box that I did this last February for Valentine's Day. So I had 12 minis in that. So I am using that. And then once I do those 12 minis, I am going to use my 10 minis from my Chelsea Yarns Valentine's box also. And I dyed up like a light gray charcoal for the main color. And I wanted something a little bit different than this one. So I have 6 mini skeins in so far. So here is what that looks like. And I think with the charcoal, it's harder to define the actual colors like it is with the natural. But I wanted something different, try something different, and I am loving this. I think she is absolutely gonna love it. So yeah, so this has been taking up a lot of my time because I really want to knit this, get it done. I don't want it to take forever to get this one done. Like the other one I felt like took forever. So yeah, I have 6 mini skeins in here, and yeah, we're just gonna keep going on this one. So this has taken a lot of the time. So I'm not gonna give away, but there's 2 colors here. I know, like, I feel like with the charcoal it's a little bit harder to tell, but there's 2 colors here. There is 2 colors here, and then I have 2 different colors here. So I've thought about, after I get done with this one, I don't know, but depending on how long it takes me to get done with this one, I may do another one with just the natural backing and use my Sweetheart and Minis just to see like how it's different from this one to that one and how you can see the color changes. So yeah, but I am having so much fun knitting this up, and yes, this is going to be a project that I just want to try to get done too. So you may say a lot of this, and this is in my Homespun House Knitting Unicorns bag. Love these bags. All right, that is my first works in progress. My second one, as a lot of you have seen throughout the year, is going to be my Mindful Temperature Blanket. The pattern is by LaRocco. And I did do, you can see all of my temperature blanket instructions if you go to my Ravelry page. I do have it on there. We do have a yearly knit along going on in the Ravelry group for temperature blankets also. So here is my temperature blanket, and it is so fun, so pretty, so beautiful. All right, so like you guys know, I do put 4 rows of natural in between the months. So right here you will see I have January, I have February, March, April, May, and then June is from here up. So yeah, like I feel like the last like 4 days has been a lot of the same temperature. And I do have 20 different temperature ranges on my blanket because I wanted to see a lot of color and difference. If you go to my Ravelry page and view my temperature blanket project, you can see my temperature ranges and all the colors that I have. And then when we go on vacation, I do the temperature like where we are at, and so I usually do 2 rows of the natural between my vacations. So you'll see like in May when we went on the cruise, between here and there, that is the temperatures. And then when we went this last week on our anniversary trip, I did put them in there. And so yeah, but I am having so much fun. I can't wait till the end of the year to see all of the colors. So yes, this is one of my favorite things that I get to look forward to every night. Working on, I didn't take it on the cruise with us, but I did record all of the temperatures from when we were on the cruise, and so when I got home, I literally had to hurry and like get all of those in so I didn't fall behind with that. So yes, that is in my Chelsea tote that I got with my Christmas Advent from Chelsea Yarns. All right, next works in progress is going to be my Jelly Roll blanket, and that pattern is by Kay Jones, and I have gotten quite a bit done on this one also, so I have worked on this one a lot. So let me show you. This is what I have. I'm going to show you the whole blanket first, and then I will show you how much I've gotten done. So last time I left off here where you see my little coffee stitch marker. And so I left off here, so I got all of this done. and then I've added on my 4th row. So I got here, and then I am right here. So I feel like I've gotten a lot done on this also. And you guys, I love knitting on blankets. I don't like, I really want to finish sweaters and work on garments and all of that, but like I just have so much joy in socks and blankets, because the blankets, I don't know, like I know the blankets are going to be around like forever, and I have, you know, so many that I have started that I want to give as gifts this year. So yes, that is housed in my bag that I used to carry in my shop. Love it, love it. I haven't been able to find this material, so I haven't been able to make any to put in the shop. But yeah, so I was saying, like, I love to knit on blankets and socks, and I love to knit on socks. So one, because I know I can get those pairs done pretty quickly, and I love giving them as gifts. I love bringing joy to people and giving them something that I have made in hopes that they love them. And yeah, that's just one of my things. And so that's why I love to just keep knitting on socks, because I love giving those as gifts. And like, I want to make more garments, and I will talk about a little bit about that a little bit after the WIPs. But let's get going on to my next WIP to keep on with the way we need to be going in this episode. All right, so the next one is one I just casted on like a couple days ago. It is in another one of my coffee bags. I have something similar to this in my shop right now. Maybe not the same pattern, but I do have coffee ones in there. But I don't have any drawstrings yet. So I promise those are coming. I know I keep saying that. Life has just been busy and got the better of me, but they are coming. All right, so let me get this untangled. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that I came out with a 4th of July colorway, and I do still have those available in the shop. It is in my yarn koozie cake, but let's see, that is the yarn. And I will try to put a picture up here of what the yarn looks like all scanned up. But I cast on a pair of medium vanilla sock shorties. Again, I always do use the vanilla sock pattern by Cave the Crazy Sock Lady. So here is my 4th of July shorties. I did cast on, normally I wouldn't do a 20 row cuff on shorties, but when I first started knitting these, I was like, I don't know, like I'm gonna start knitting them and I might go a full size, I might not. But then I was like, well, I want to cast on the shorties. I want to get a couple pairs done out of these to give as gifts. And so, and I might keep one for myself for the July. But I did do the 20 row 2x2 cast on, and then I did 10 rows here in the leg. Yes, and then I did the heel flap and gusset, and then now I'm just on the foot. So I love this. I love the way it turned out. I love the way the color is knitting up. I did think about doing a solid color for the cuff and heel and toe, but then I was like, you know what? Nope. We're just gonna go with this. So I am loving this. Loving it. So that is my first sock. And I'm gonna try to work on some of that today. I do have, if you follow me on Instagram this morning, I've shared that I am dyeing and videoing today. And so yes, I am trying to dye some more for the Advent, for the Grinch Advent. If you would love the Grinch Advent and you haven't yet bought it, I think I have a few more in the shop. So if you would like one of those, hurry up over there before those sell out. But all right, now my next works in progress is my Granny Square blanket. So this is a blanket that I use with my Homespun House Patreon minis. So I am part of her Patreon, and for the donation that I do every month, she sends 3 10-gram mini skeins. And so I will put a picture, actually when I talk about acquisitions, I will put the photo of the mini skeins on there. But I added these 3 on down here. So yes, this is one I knit up, like it's so fast knit up, but I knit up 10, she sends the 3, and I just knit them up in one, or not knit them up, I crochet them up in one evening and add them to the blanket. And so yeah, this is my Homespun House blanket. So yes, I am loving this. But yes, so usually once a month I do show this blanket on here once I get my minis added in. And that is sitting in my Knitting Unicorns Homespun House bag that I got with my Advent for 2023. Hopefully when I've been talking about my Advent mini skeins, I've been talking about 2023, not 2024. I feel like I tend to do that sometimes, but I believe that is it for my works in progress. Yes. So yeah, I do have my notes here. All right, so let's start talking. All right, so we're going to talk about acquisitions that I have acquired in the last month. Not a whole lot. I did get my Yarnable. So, and I had done a couple of months of Yarnables and just never got to editing them and all that. So I just figured from here on out, I'm just going to share them as part of the episode when I talk about acquisitions. So I'm going to show you the yarn first. So it's June of 2024's Yarnable subscription, and it's called I'm a Sucker for You. So this was the colorway. So pretty. So that's the yarn, and then these were the goodies that came in it. They always come with a little bag. And then isn't this cute? It's look like a little can, but there is wipes in there, like sanitizer wipes. So cute. I think it says there's 30 in there. So yeah, 30 in there. Isn't that just cute? I haven't opened it yet. And then we got this natural lip balm that looks like a cactus. Super cute. And then we got the straw cover. So I hadn't opened it up yet. But you just slip this part on your straw. And then this is the cover for it. So like it doesn't get all icky and when it exposed. Or if you wanted like, sorry, crinkling. If you wanted to like put it in your bag, and then this would just cover the straw so it doesn't get dirty. So super cute. Super cute. So those are all of the June Yarnables. All right. And then I will put a picture up here of my Homespun House, the 3 10-gram minis that I got. So she always sends, like, I usually get them the following month. So this was April's Patreon minis. And I think they were, so the 3 minis are Berlin Surprise, In Bloom, and Early Bird. Those are the 3 colorways. And then I was part of a swap for the Love and Stitches membership. And so May we did a swap with someone, or they matched us up and we swapped with somebody. And so I received my swap gift in the mail, and you guys, love it. She sent, where did I put her card? She sent this sweet card. And let's see. We had to pick a flower, and then when you pick a flower, depending on the letters in that name, you could send them things that started with those letters, or come up creatively how they would start with those letters. So I chose tulip, and I got, let me show you the yarn. So I got some teal yarn. So I got some Sweet Georgia yarn. Super cute, super cute. I got some useful stitch markers. They're like little socks, they're so cute. I got, where did I go? Oh, I got lemon and lavender soap. It's on this little wooden holder. It smells so good, so good. And then let's see, I got it's for iced coffee. I got a Starbucks gift card. I already did use it, so I don't have you to show that. And then for P, I got this push box. Isn't this so sweet and cute? I can put my little stitch markers in there. So cute and sweet. So yes, that is what I got for that. So yeah, that is all the acquisitions that I got within the last month since the last episode. All right, so next we are going to talk about shop news. So in the BrazosFiberWorks.com, in my shop, I do have a monthly subscription, and the subscription you can choose, it's a fingering skein of yarn, a sock yarn, and you can choose from just the skein or the skein that comes with a mini. And so there is still time if you would like to get the July's subscription. You can go ahead and go over to BrazosFiberWorks.com, hit that monthly subscription, sign up, and there still is time to get the July. Those will ship out the first week of July. But let me show you June's colorway. So when we went on the cruise, I don't know, when we were getting ready to go on it, I was just like, I need to do something that's like beach cruise themed. So I did this colorway. It's called Seaside. And it's these beautiful, like, kind of like beachy tan, peach, blue. The water was so clear there, but yeah. This is my Seaside colorway for the June box or June subscription. And then it came with this little owl. I thought it just fit perfect. Came with this little owl stitch marker, and then I always do throw in a tea bag. So with the subscription, some months it comes with goodies, some months it won't. I think there's only 1 month I actually didn't put a goodie in, but like, you just never know what is gonna be in there. So yes, this is June. And so yes, there is still time for July. So I will probably just let it go. If you go and get the subscription by the end of this week, you will still be able to get in for July's subscription. So there is that for shop news. Knit along. So like I said, we do have a Ravelry group. It is Brazos Fiber Works. We do have knit alongs in there every month. Right now we have a June accessories, like a home accessories one, going along. We have our monthly sock knit along. So every month we do have a pair of sock knit along. And then we have our yearly temperature blanket knit along. So everyone is welcome to any of those knit alongs. We love the more people, the merrier. If you would like to do a temperature blanket, you can get in there, start now, just go either the rest of the year or all the way till next year. But yes, we have a lot of people over there in that group. You can see the progress. And then So for July and August, the monthly knit-alongs. So right now, for July and August, we are gonna do kind of like wrap up whatever you have on your needles. A lot of people in there have talked about how we need to just start working on what we have on our needles, and a lot of us have a ton of things on our needles, and so it's just let's make progress, either try to work on those, try to get something done. But yes, so for July and August, we are simply just going to work on the projects we have already on our needles. And so if you would like to join in, I'm sure everyone has something on their needles that they would like to work on. And so if you would like to be a part of that, head over to the Ravelry group. I'm gonna put the threads in there for that so that we can start talking about projects that we have, what we would like to work on. And so yes, that is going to be our July and August focus, is just to start getting projects that we already have there worked on, finished. That way we don't have to add any more stress to getting on another or casting on another project, and that we could just keep working on the things that we already have that we haven't finished on. So I believe that is all. Oh, and then I showed you the 4th of July skein or socks that I'm knitting on. So here is the skein, and I do still have some of those in my shop if you would like to grab some. And then, like I said, we do have a few of the, gosh, why am I drawing blank? We do have a few of the 2024 Grinch Advents left. So head over if you would like one of those before those sell out. And yeah, I believe that's all I have for shop news. All right, so patterns. So I have one pattern that I would like to cast on. I saw some other people talk about their sweaters that they're working on and all that stuff, and like I want to find a sweater that I just can't put down, that I want to keep working on. And so I found the Alpine Bloom sweater by Caitlin Hunter, and I really want to work on something with color work, something that I know when I get done that I'm going to want to wear. I've been so focused on like, oh, let's cast on this like cardigan or this sweater because like it's a color I can wear to work, and I just really haven't wanted to keep working on those. So I think this color work one by Caitlin Hunter, I'm really gonna want to keep working on and finish. And so instead of having to dye all the yarn up for this, I decided that when I saw the pattern, I think it was by the yarn she used was Spin Cycle and Moondrake yarn, and so I just went ahead and ordered a kit. And so when that comes in, I'm gonna cast on that one, and I am really hoping that that is one I just don't want to put down, that I get finished. It is a short sleeve. I will still have plenty of time to wear it. And so yes, that is what I am wanting to cast on. And then the other thing is Stephen West just posted for the sock knit along that's going to start, I believe, in July. And so I am so excited because I did his one from last year and had so much fun with it. So I'm going to do that one that's starting in July. I can't wait for that. I love the surprise and the weekly ones and trying to like get those done. I know like I need another project, but I really enjoyed it last year. So I am going to do that one this year. So I haven't decided what yarn I'm going to use. I'm definitely going to use up whatever stuff I have from Stash for that one. So yeah, as soon as I decide the yarn on that one, I will show that one on my next episode. And then yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see my progress through that. And then when I have my next episode, I will probably talk about that. I don't know, because I plan to record in a couple weeks, and so I'm not sure that that will have started by then, but if you follow me on Instagram, you will see my progress on that. So yes, let's see, what else do I have to talk about? I think all I have left to talk about is life news. So yes, you guys, before the last episode, we were getting ready to go on our cruise. It was so much fun. So we drove to Galveston. Oh, sorry, there's a hair. It's driving me crazy. Oh, okay, so so we drove to Galveston that Sunday, and then that Monday morning we stayed in a hotel in Galveston. That Monday morning we drove over and got in line to get on the cruise ship, and I will post some pictures, videos of stuff from our cruise on here. So if you don't care to see the life news or how our cruise went, then I will say bye for now. If you would like to still listen on, see everything that we did for the last month, then stick around. So yeah, we got the I'm trying to think what it's called, the Faster to the Fun Pass. It was not even that much money. It definitely was worth it. It got us on the boat sooner, and then when we disembarked, it got us off really early and right away. And I definitely, if you haven't cruised or you're going on a cruise and you haven't done Faster to the Fun, we did sail with Carnival. Sorry, I didn't say that. We sailed on the Carnival Breeze. But if you haven't got Faster to the Fun, I definitely recommend it. You don't have to wait in line. It's a fast process. You get on and off super quick. You get a little bit of other little perks. I don't know if we really used many of the other perks. But for that, it was a lifesaver, because then that way, there was no anxiety of waiting in line and waiting for hours, and they have the smoothest getting on and getting off for that. But we went over there about 9 o'clock. I think we were able to start the process of boarding at 10 o'clock, and we got through that line. It didn't even take 20 minutes. Then we went into this room where we all waited for, it was about 15-20 minutes before we could go actually get on to the boat. And then as soon as they called, it wasn't 10 minutes till we went through the whole thing and got on. But it was so fun. So I had watched so many YouTube videos on trying to prepare everything I needed to get to have a successful cruise. And a lot of the little things that they say, oh, you're definitely gonna need, we did need a lot, but there was some things that I got that we really didn't need. A lot of that I heard was about the Dramamine and taking that so you don't get seasick. And I had gotten all that. I've gotten the bands and the Dramamine. And my husband was like, I've been out on a fishing boat. I've never taken it before. I don't think I'm gonna, I'm just not gonna take it. And my son was like, yeah, I'll be fine. So I was like, okay, I'll just not take it and see how it is. Because I grew up in Southern California, so I was used to going out on boats, in the water. So I was like, well, it might not be that bad. So, which I'm glad I didn't, because we never needed them. I every once in a while during the cruise, when you were sitting down for dinner or a show, you could feel a little bit, but in our room and sleeping, I never felt any of it. And I know there's people out there that are really sensitive to that and who need to take it. And I did see some people that had the bands on or had the stuff behind their ears, this little patch for it. And I know there's people out there that need it, but we just didn't need it. But we had so much fun. Oh my gosh, like it was so relaxing. It was so fun. We had the cruise director that we had. Oh my gosh, loved him. His name was Keegan, and he was great. His energy was great. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. He had these little sayings. He would like say bye, and then he would say, okay, bye. And so like everybody on the cruise ship, when he would start talking, like they knew that was coming, and they would like beat him to the punch, and it was so fun. But we had that, the fun squad that they had. There was like a couple of girls who were so funny. Like we go to different little things, and they would be there, and it was so fun. It was so relaxing. We did the 5-day cruise. We went to Costa Maya and Cozumel, and we did into Costa Maya the first day. We didn't do any excursions because like it was our first cruise. We didn't know really what to expect, and we thought, well, let's just go and see what like the ports are, you know, or like our first cruise, let's just go hang out there. We did go, when we got to the ports, we went to the shops. I don't think we really spent like 2 hours on the ports, and then we went back to the boat and then just kind of did things that were going on in the boat. And then we went to Cozumel the next day and did the same thing there. We got off, we shopped, got back on the boat. One thing I think next time we're gonna do is we're definitely going to try some excursions just to see how that is, and like to be able to, because we didn't, like, we saw the ports, and we got to, we were actually in Costa Maya and Cozumel, but we didn't really get to see anything outside that. And so I think next time we really want to get out and like do an excursion and see that side of it. We're just trying to keep costs down and everything in our first cruise and not knowing what to do. So, you go on it. We had a blast. There's nothing that I regret, but next time, like, we definitely want to try some excursions. But I absolutely loved being out there on the open sea. Like, I grew up, my mom was a swim instructor before I was born, and so when I was born, that's what I grew up in, the water, swimming. I've always loved the ocean, and so like I just feel like that was my place. I was just at peace there, and I just loved it. And then to see, and when you're out in the middle of the ocean, you don't realize how blue that water is. It was beautiful. Like, I could just sit on our balcony and just sit out there. It was so relaxing. And I really do wish, like, I would have been able to sit out there and knit and everything, but we were having so much fun and enjoying, and I'm sure, like, if we go on a longer cruise, I would totally be able to enjoy my knitting and all of that. But yeah, we had so much fun as a family. My kids enjoyed it. They had so much fun. Like, I was so sad to be like getting back and having to go back to like real life and work and all that stuff. And we really want to go on another cruise, hopefully next year. My husband really wants to go on one that goes to like the Keys and all that. So that may be our next cruise. So yeah, but we had so much fun, and I'm sure all of you who have been on a cruise have experienced that. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. For those of you who haven't gone on one, I encourage you to go on one. It's so much fun. We went to shows. We went to it all. We tried to experience as much as we could. There's so much I feel like we didn't experience too. But you learn on your first cruise and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, we had so much fun. I definitely, like, I want to go back. I want to do it again. And like hopefully like their next one will have like a great cruise director, because like we had so much fun with this cruise director, and I know like his I think this was his first time actually as a cruise director, and so he has like a 2-month I think contract with it, and I think it's like it should be up pretty soon, and so hopefully Carnival hires him, and hopefully someday we see him on another cruise. It was so much fun. So we got back from that, and then a week later was our 24th wedding anniversary, and so we went to Broken Bow, Oklahoma, and we rented an Airbnb cabin. We stayed there for 3 days. It was so nice, so peaceful. We had never been there, so we didn't know what to expect. We just heard from other people, oh, you should go there. Had no idea it was like a town that Bigfoot, you know, they have a lot of Bigfoot things because there's been Bigfoot sightings. And so we learned that about it. And but the cabin, so it is up in the hills, pine trees. So where we came from, when we were married, we lived in a town called Placerville, which is in Northern California. And reminds us so much of that, being up in the hills and the tall trees and everything. And it was so peaceful. We had, I took a video. So I kind of put a video in of the cabin that we stayed at. It was so nice, and we went in the jacuzzi one night. We just enjoyed the atmosphere. We got out on Sunday and we went to see what was in town. We got some pizza from this pizza place that somebody at his work had told him to go check out. It was so good. But other than that, we just like hung around, enjoyed the atmosphere, the peace. It was so much fun. And we came back from that last Monday. And so, yeah, since my last episode, we have just been constantly going, and it has been nice. It has been relaxing, but like, I was like, I have not done an episode in a month, and I felt so bad because I totally thought I was gonna come back from the cruise and hop right on an episode. And being that my days off, I had to plan around my vacations, didn't give me a lot of extra time. I did get a dye-in day where I dyed up the 4th of July colorway, and I dyed up on some Advents, but I didn't have time that day. I had to get everything ready for the anniversary trip and all that I didn't just have a little piece of time to record. So I do apologize for that, but like everybody knows, life happens, things come up, and we don't get done what we totally anticipate to get done. So hopefully from here on out, you will start seeing me more. With life news, I forgot to add this in there. So I forgot to talk about, we finally sold our motorhome. We got back from our anniversary, and my dad had sold their motorhome because they're wanting to get something different too. And so when he sold his, he had a lot of other people interested in it. And so he let them know that, hey, you know, my daughter and her husband have their motorhome, and, you know, they're wanting to sell it. They haven't put it up yet. So we had some interest in that. And so when we got back from our anniversary trip this week, we had some people come look at it, and somebody bought it. And so, I mean, as much as we enjoyed it and we had fun in that, we are so ready to get back to the fifth wheel life. So, yes, we are going, we have one picked out, but I'm not sure exactly when we're gonna get it. So I just wanted to share that, yes, we got rid of the motorhome and we are gonna get another fifth wheel, and so we can start planning our camping trips, because that is something that I have truly missed. Usually I have a month off usually I have a weekend off every month. And, you know, in the past we had just, you know, gone on vacation or went somewhere for the weekend and just got away, and I miss that, and I can't wait to get back to doing that. And I like doing the vlogs when we go camping. So yeah, so I just wanted to forgot to add that into life news. I wanted to share that with you. I have thought about doing a membership part of it to where I would like to get to the point where like once a week I just come on here and kind of share everything that's going on between the episodes. If you would be interested in that, let me know, because I definitely don't want to do it if nobody's interested in it. So if you would like to, let me know. I know we are so close to hitting that 500 subscribers, and so I would really love to see us hit that number. But I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate all of you in my Ravelry groups, all who participate, because like without you, we wouldn't do this. And I love to get to know more people, fiber arts, and to see what everybody is doing and create friendships that way. Like I love this community, and would really like to get more people involved, more people in this group, and just, yeah, be able to create those fiber friendships and lasting friendships. So with that said, I am going to end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, you stuck around this far, thank you so much. Definitely on the next episode, we will do the giveaways for the Ravelry monthly and yearly knit-alongs. And if you haven't subscribed, definitely go ahead and hit that subscription and hit that notification bell so you know every time that I do put up a new video. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. You know, you mean the world to me, and I love your participation. If you have any ideas on like a separate episode you would like to do, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Hopefully, I can't think of what in 2 weeks it is going to be. If it's before July 4th, then I will see you before that. If it's not till after July 4th, I hope you guys have a great July 4th. If you were not in the country and you don't celebrate July 4th, I hope you guys have a great summer in the next couple of weeks, and I hope to see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.